So let me make this short, sweet, and blunt. First Transformers sucked. The second Transformers sucked. And can you guess what I'm going to say on this one? Transformers 3 sucked. You know, if you're one of those guys who can easily orgasm by seeing an attractive young woman walk down the street, then you're going to absolutely love this movie. Let's just be honest here, the only redeeming factor in the entire movie of Transformers 3 is the special effects and battle sequences. That is the only thing this movie honestly delivers a solid, awesome battle sequences, and that's something that I really enjoyed within this film. However, everything else is a worthless piece of garbage. One of the big problems with the Transformers franchise, and as if you don't know, Transformers 3 is supposedly the last movie in Transformers. One of the biggest problems with the Transformers franchise is the story and acting. I don't care about any of the characters. I don't care about any of the Autobots. I don't feel like I'm connected to them. For all I care, they could die, and I wouldn't feel like I'm missing out on anything in the movie. Transformers 3 brought in some of the same annoying characters, such as Will Witwicky's parents, who I absolutely hated in the first movie and the second movie, and they're in this. Thankfully, they're not in the movie as much. And number 2, Transformers 3's acting is just as bad as the original first 2 movies. And number 3, the script is terrible. I don't understand how they can make a movie like this with a script that is so freaking horrible. Literally, the movie wasn't funny. There was hardly any funny moments. I think I laughed maybe once throughout the entire movie. Same goes for Transformers 1 and 2. It wasn't a funny movie. The comedy, the humor was pure childish bullcrap. You know, kid diarrhea. It literally was nothing. And 4, the acting. Transformers 1 suffered it, Transformers 2 suffered it, and Transformers 3 suffered it. The acting is just not up to par. You don't care about the characters, and I believe that character development and acting really plays a big part within a movie. You can have the coolest special effects and the coolest battle sequences like Transformers 3 delivers, and I'm a big fan of that, but that's not going to make me rate this movie. That's not going to make me say that this movie was excellent and it was a summer blockbuster and it's my top favorite movie. No. If you're one of those people who puts Transformers 3 on your top favorite list, you're just one of those type of guy or girl who easily ejaculates when someone walks down the street. It's that simple. You're easy to please, and I'm not one of those people. And I hope that the person watching this video is not one of those easy to please type of viewers who watch movies. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh on you, the viewer who's watching this video, but in other words, this movie was terrible. I just want to get that out. I gave you several different reasons why this movie sucked, and it's very apparent. And on a final note, the other problem I had with Transformers 3 is the realism. Now, I understand that not all movies are completely realistic, but there are certain elements within movies that I believe should be realistic. And one of the things that made me so freaking pissed off in this movie is when the big building is being eaten in half by this other Decepticon. It's being destroyed. It's being just awesome sequence. But this building gets cut in half. It falls, hits another building, and guess frickin' what? Sam Witwicky walks out without a frickin' scratch on his body. Now, is that realistic or not? I mean, seriously, you break a building in half, it hits another building, and you walk out untouched. It's things like this when I'm watching a movie and I see this scene and I'm like, you gotta be BSing me. This is a pile of crap. I mean, you could at least had an Autobot or Megatron or someone swoop down or fly up in the sky and grab Sam Witwicky and his girlfriend before they hit the ground or something. That'd be more realistic than having them survive a massive building that collapses into another building and they walk out untouched and unharmed. If that doesn't show you the realism in this movie, I don't know what does. In any event, I hope you gain one thing from this video, is that Transformers 3 sucked. If you want to see a movie with cool fight scenes and lots of action, that's the movie for you. But if you're looking for a movie with story, any type of story, a good story, if you're looking for good acting, if you're looking for good humor, it's not in this movie. Don't see it. Transformers 3 absolutely sucked. And this is what I technically say to Transformers. See this? I'm kind of hiding it with the other two fingers, but that's essentially what I say to Transformers 3. Anyway, guys, I am Mr. Repzion, also known as Daniel Sulzbach, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate because I'm hating on such a wonderful, amazing movie, but in all, I don't care what you think about my opinion regarding this film. So with that said, I'm Mr. Repzion, also known as Daniel Sulzbach. Peace the rep. Get it? Peace the rep out.